Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my monthly favorites. It's the end of June. I cannot believe that finally on summer break. I'm so excited for all the things I have planned for this summer. But we got some good makeup and random to take you in if you're looking for beauty books, games, you name it. I have so much random stuff, beauty. I share with you everything in these videos that I've been loving for the past month. So thank you so much for clicking on this video, for hanging out with me today, and let's jump into makeup first. Still getting over summer cold, so if I'm extra soft-spoken in this video, you know why. The first thing I wanted to talk about is a whole brand that I tried this past month, and it's Naked Sundays, and I hadn't tried them previous. I got a bunch of new things in PR. These are my favorite things though, and I love them because they have SPF 50 in their products. They protect you from the sun. I believe this is an Australian brand too, so they know their sunscreen. These 4 products here were the standouts for me. So starting with their Hydrating Glow Mist. I know this is one of their more popular products. It's a top-up spray, so you can spray this throughout the day. It has an SPF of 50. So if you're wearing makeup, this is especially nice because it doesn't disturb it at all. It kind of just refreshes the face, but also gives you some SPF while you apply it on. So it's a really nice mist just to add a little extra layer of protection. I've gone through so much of this already because I spray a ton on just to make sure that I'm fully protected for the sun, but it has a really nice scent to it too. It has hyaluronic acid, cacao plum, and watermelon. I don't know. The combination of that smells incredible though, and this gives you a glow. If you're just using this for glow, you only need a couple spritz, but to reapply for the face, I'm drenching myself in this, and it doesn't disturb my makeup. So I really love that as a top-up spray. And then for the lips, this has so much gloss to it, and it has an SPF of 50 in it. This is exactly what I was looking for. I initially purchased a product from Ultraviolet, I believe they're called, and it has way more pigment. This is kind of what I was looking for, just a really sheer glossy gloss that can go with any lip look. So it does have a little bit of pink to it. This is in Marshmallow, but it smells like watermelon. Don't let the name deceive you because this is more of a watermelon, I would say, which I love for summertime, and just super high shine gloss. I use this in a Trying to Makeup along with all the Naked Sundays that I'm going to be talking about, but these were standout must-get products for me. And if you self-tan like I do and seemingly are always mixing your base, these are perfect mixers to give you either more color, a bronze, or to give you more glow, which is the illuminating drops. And these are really different than traditional bronzing and illuminating drops because they have more pigment and less shimmer in it. So that's what I really love because you can adjust your products a little bit better, and it doesn't give you those glittery specks on the face because it's very subtle, but it gives you either bronze or illuminating. And I hear they have blushes, which I now need to try because I love these so much. So they're my favorite glow or bronze drops on the market that I've personally tried. So if you love that kind of product, definitely check out Naked Sundays. Morphe's rebrand is something else. They have truly done rebrands so well, and their new products are outstanding. I really enjoyed their brushes. I actually recently found a dupe for my Smith brush, which I love, which is the Morphe M162. I love this for powder bronzer. And then also they came out with these cream potted eyeshadows, which have so much pigment and blendability to them. They outperform MAC times 10. They are so good. I love the shades they came out with, and I highly recommend these if you like a one and done eyeshadow look or looking for base products to blend your eyeshadow on to just amp them up. Look no further than these. They're absolutely incredible. 10 out of 10. So, so good. And then their 6-pan palettes they came out with, they have those kind of slurry shades in the middle, which you can make even more intense with water, which I never did in my Trying New Makeup, but I have been lately, and they're so good. Initially, I tried the Python Code palette just because it's something different. I don't typically use colors like that. Again, 10 out of 10 in performance. The mattes are average, but the other colors and formulas make up for it, in my opinion. They're not bad mattes, but I just have used others. I like to point that out when I describe these. These palettes specifically stand out for their special shades. This one I've actually fallen in love with the most. It's called Outer Spice, and these 2 middle shades all over my lid. I used mainly the bronze color, but I mixed it in with a little bit of the pink for this one, And in my previous video, I was just using the bronze, and I know so many people wanted to see what I was wearing for my Best of Beauty. I still might film that tutorial if you guys want to see, but I was strictly wearing that shade. This time I played around with these two and that just to deepen up the outer corner slightly. So I really love this. It's my favorite one that I've tried, though they have a bunch of palettes if this color story doesn't appeal to you, but so gorgeous. Love the packaging of these two. Then I also really had some standout products from the brand Sasheu, I think it's called. And I know they're really popular for their lip stains, which I am wearing one of them today. It's their lip liner stain in nude. And this color specifically, I feel like is really pretty for me because it's more natural looking. And stains, if I wear them all over, my lips just look smaller and dehydrated. But this one for outlining works so well, and I love this paired with that Naked Sundays gloss. That's kind of been my go-to for beach or pool days, is just pairing this because it won't wear off, plus that SPF gloss, and just reapplying that throughout the day. So if you're looking for a liner to last, look no further than these lip stains. The nude being my favorite one, though I've tried the mauve shade and cinnamon. Nude is definitely my favorite though. And then I also tried one of their stains for the cheek. This is called I'm Cute. It's shade number 1. It's a beautiful pink. I'm wearing a little bit of that on my cheeks today. It's just such a good glow to it and color. So this one also very long wearing. I hate the packaging of it though. It has one of those twist up dispensing doe foot things, which I just can't stand. I don't apply it directly to my face anyways, but I just don't like that method of application. But to each their own. So good and long wearing that I can get past the packaging, but I don't like the packaging. And then this lip elixir, it's in Bunny Tongue, which is a pink rose shade. I'm wearing it today and it is the perfect pink. It has a smoothing finish, which I love, and the color is perfection. The formula feels like a really nice slip to it too, which I always look for. I always talk about a slip in a gloss, but I like a kind of gel leaning formula that just gives that slip to the lips, and this gives you that with the color. So I love this. It's such a cute little size too. Keep this in my purse. I love the color, and perfect Bunny Tongue lip gloss. If you're looking for that kind of lip color, they nailed it with this shade. From the drugstore, 2 hits. I fell in love with these when I tried them. You can see the dent in this already. It's the NYX Buttermilk Highlighter, and I picked this up from Shoppers. I did a whole Shoppers haul. This I'm already making a big dent in because this has become my new inner corner highlight, but I also use it as my nose highlight, a little bit on the cheeks, just to give a subtle glow, because you can go intense with this, but lightly on the face. And then I just pack it on for my inner corner, so you can really see the intensity of that color for my inner corner highlight. Love these. This is, I think, the lightest shade they have. I can never remember the color because I had it peeled off when I was trying to open this packaging because it wasn't opening for me, but I'll have it linked below. And then for brows, very rarely, I feel like, do I find a brow product that I love, and especially a pen. This is the L'Oreal Faux Brow, and when I initially saw this prong tip, I thought I was gonna hate it because it has 2 kind of spaced prongs. Granted, I probably would prefer just one, but this gets the job done fast, and it's so pigmented and it wears so good too. So it just checks all my boxes, and it creates the most hair-like strokes I've ever had with a pen because the points are so fine on this. I use this for the front portion on my brows because I grow no hair like right there. So that's all this pen created for it. So I love this. I am going to eventually pick up a lighter shade because I have to go very light-handed with this shade, but it still works, so I love it. This has definitely become my new favorite brow pen. I feel like I would have mentioned this in a favorites already, but it's the One Size Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. I know I mentioned this in my yearly favorites, but if you're looking for a glass-like glow to your skin, ultra lightweight, this is it. This is such a good formulation. I believe what's giving that effect is the glycerin in it. I'm wearing this on my skin today just to give me that glass-like glow to my makeup. It's so easy to achieve with this because you only need a couple sprays, and I don't feel like my makeup wears poorly with it. It's not overly oily or hydrating in that sense. It locks it down, but with a glow, because I believe it's the glycerin in this. So really great formula if you're looking for a glowy finish to your makeup. Sometimes you can go a little overboard with it, but if you just press it out with a puff, you're good to go. 2 fragrance launches that stood out to me this month. First is a fragrance mist from Fleur. They have been knocking these out of the park lately, the launches. It's almost hard to keep up with how many they're launching. I'm surprised that it's been back to back to back, but this has been another hit from them. It's in Vanilla Nectar, which has this sweet tart note to it, which I found in another one of their scents, which really appeals to me. So I like that they kind of have that in this, but it does give that fruity vibe to it, but very vanilla. So I do notice predominantly that sweet vanilla vibe, but with this kind of tartness to it, which I think is really nice. It reminds me of a childhood toy, almost like a doll I had that kind of had this scent to it. It gives me nostalgic vibes with this scent, like an early 90s toy. If that kind of appeals to you, I definitely give it a smell. Let me know what you think. But I love this for the body or the hair. It's been a really nice launch from Fleur. And then from Letta, I got in PR the 16 Scenic Rose, which is my perfect kind of rose because it's not too overdone. It definitely is a rose scent, so if you're not a fan of that note, you wouldn't like this, but this has a strawberry note to it, which gives it a sweet rose vibe, which really appeals to me. So I love this. It's probably my second favorite next to 22 Oris that Letta has launched. So love this launch from Letta. Moving on to my random stuff, which is always my favorite. I'm going to start with kind of my beauty random, I guess. But I have my IPL, which I did a sponsorship with You Like earlier, but I'm finally done my treatments and I wanted to give you guys a little summary of this. It's my You Like Air 10, which is an IPL device. And now for the summer, not having to shave has been incredible. I use this on my underarms, my legs, and my bikini line just to touch up because I have done laser in the past. And this was all I needed to just get myself back on track. So I love this and the fact that it's painless because it has this cooling technology to it. So you're not getting that snapping band effect when you use this. And you can also put it on a glide mode where you don't have to actually hit the button every single time. So it's nice to put it on the glide mode and get things done faster. So this has been so good. I love it more than when I use my laser. I'm really into this. I've been raving about this to all my family and friends. I'm like, you need an IPL device. My Ultra Human ring updated and they have a sale only until the 30th. So I know this video is going up at the end of June, but if you ever wanted Ultra Human ring, the smart ring that I wear, definitely check out their sale. I'll have that link below too, but they have since done an update on this ring, which I want to talk about here because you can see your brain age now, which I think is so cool. How your sleep and everything's affecting your brain, my pulse, my cardio, everything like that. Today, let's share with you my brain age today is because when I filmed my video for it, it was at 44 and I said it was a bad day because I didn't really get sleep. Today, my age is 37 and I'm actually 39. Today was a good score for me. My pulse age is 34. So it did improve because I did get sleep because my daughter was sick. Now I'm sick. So that's kind of why my brain age was so bad because I was sleeping very poorly. But it's just so cool, the different metrics and things you get with Ultra Human now. So I love it so much and just wanted to give a little shout out to that. Ultra Human's my favorite. I basically just wanted to share this on a sale until the end of the month, but I went on and on about how much I love it again. I mentioned this book last month that I was going to read it, and this got me back into reading because I was reading Onyx Storm and I know so many people love it. I loved Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Onyx Storm was not my favorite. I'm going to say that. It just, for me, it wasn't my favorite. It was hard to get into. If you loved it, I'm so happy for you, but it was just hard for me to get into it. I think because of the spacing of the books, and then I forgot half the characters, and then trying to get back into the storyline, it just took a while for me. But this took me no time at all. I finished this in less than a week, I'm pretty sure. Silver Elite by Danny Francis, and apparently this is a cover author, I guess. Like, we don't know who wrote this book. There are rumors that it's the Twilight author or Sarah J. Maas. Some people are saying maybe AI wrote the book, which then I would be like, toss it. I'm curious to know if there was a behind author for this and who wrote it, because it was a 5-star read for me. I really enjoyed it. And initially I ranked it a 4 just because I'm like, was it truly a 5? And I'm like, I sat with it and I'm like, I love this so much. It isn't the most incredibly written book ever, but the plot, the relationships, the storyline, everything to me was such an enjoyable read. So I think it's a good 5. This is more of a dystopian type book. I know people were comparing it to Divergent, but I can totally see that kind of vibe to this book. So if you were a fan of Divergent, I feel like you would really like it. And look at the pretty silver paper. I mean, it looks cute. It looked good in your bookshelf, right? And it's a good book, so actually read that book. Then for board games, we didn't have a lot of board game nights this past month, only because like getting ready for school to be out, just everyone was busy in June. So I did play one game though. It was called Azul. It was my friend's. And you are basically creating kind of like a pattern quilt. You gain points based on tiles touching, rows either vertical or horizontally, and it's just a strategy to how many you can place in a certain row, or you can lose points. So you're working against the table, you're all pulling different tiles, and people can kind of mess yours up by pulling tiles that maybe you don't want what's left. It's really fun. It has strategy to it, which I like, but it's simple. So it's easy to learn. Good strategy game. I'll have a picture of it. I know it's very popular though, so I'm probably late to the game on it, but I really, really enjoyed it. That is everything for my June favorites. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope it is beautiful weather where you are. You are having an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing if you haven't already. I would love for you to do so. Let me know your favorites in the comments section below. I want to know what you've been reading, wearing, loving, makeup, books, lifestyle, you name it. Let me know in the comments section below what you have been loving this past month, and I will see you guys in my next video.